Hi, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Your Health and Tech Friend. I've got an internet magazine called Your Health and Tech Friend, and my name is Nancy Gurish. And I started this YouTube channel to talk about many things that have to do with my internet magazine. And one thing is making YouTube videos. I was told, I got some advice a long time ago by a woman named Lisa Irby from To Create a Website to put a face to my internet magazine, and that's why I chose to make my first YouTube video. She gave the advice, not to me specifically, but I watch her videos and I read her blog and her website, To Create a Website. I read a lot of it, and she said to use your real name, which I had been using a phony name, and to put a face to your website in order to give people an ability to relate to you. And so I did that, and it was good advice. It was good suggestions. I've got a lot of information from Lisa through the years, and I recommend going to her website if you want help building a website or blog. Anyway, today I want to talk to you. This is Nancy, and I want to ask you a question. I'm going to talk to you about a couple things, but I want to ask you a question. Would you give out your password? Say, you have a password. I have this password that I came up with this really super good password a long time ago, in 2006, I think. I made this password up using a couple letters. I was looking at different packages on my shelf where I was typing. I had just got a new computer. And I took two letters off of this word, and I took two letters off of that package, and I took a letter off here and a letter off there. And then I put underscore and some numbers on it, or a special character and some numbers. And I came up with this really fantastic password. It's really, really good. So you you go forward several years, and I'm learning about computers, and I'm getting pretty good at it. For some reason, I took to computers and to the internet really well. I could break a computer software down and somehow get it back again. I could disable the hardware, and I could put it back together again. And I don't know why, but I got pretty good at it. So I have this person, I visit these people's home, and this person is supposed to be really good on the internet with computers, really, really good with computers, right? So I'm using their computer. On this one particular occasion, I happened to be at their home, and I ask if I can check my email. And I'm sitting on their computer, and I log into Yahoo, and I check my mail. And everything's fine. I sign off. I go home, and I get a phone call that this person's wife calls me. And she says he can't find his email. It's really, really a serious matter. I use the computer, and now this person can't get into his email. In fact, he lost his email account. And he knows this person is really, really savvy with computers, okay? He has a high-level job with computers. And Nancy Gurish, lost his email. He lost his email, and he's seriously upset about this. And what is my password? Because the person wants to use my password to get into YouTube, into the email. Somehow he believes that I lost his email. Now, at the time, I'm pretty darn good on the internet, and I'm thinking, I don't know how you can lose your email. I'm pretty darn certain I have an email account, and I'm really pretty certain that you cannot physically lose your email. But these people suspect that somehow I messed up their computer, and now they want my password. I'm on the phone, and they want my password, and I have this really fantastic password. Now, I grew up believing that my Social Security number was a private matter, that my Social Security number was never to be given out to anybody, right? That's what they told me back then. Today, everybody and their brother knows our Social Security numbers, of course, But my password, to me, feels like the same. It feels the same as my Social Security number. So I'm on the phone. I had a phone. I hold the phone. I'm like, oh my God, like a deer caught in the headlights. What am I going to do? What would you have done in that situation? The woman said to me, this is really serious. He's very, very upset. He cannot get into it. He lost his email. He says he lost his email account. He needs your password. He needs your password to sign in. And I'm like, oh man. And these are family. So it's like, it's family. And it's like it seems as if now most family that we have, right? I work on the internet now. I work strictly on the internet. I have a website, magazine, and I've got my YouTube channels. My passwords are sacred to me, you know. This is a serious business. Any family member should value their passwords because you use them to log on to your bank. You use them for your utility bills. I do. So I gave up my password. And I just want to ask you, would you? You know, you could leave it in the comments afterward. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you might have done. Should I have driven the 15 miles to their home again and said, let me drive over there and type it in for you? You know, as it was, I never ever touched that computer again. I never went on their computer again. And I don't feel comfortable going on anybody's computer. I don't think I would today, now anymore. But I was going to say some dunderhead asked me for my password. That's what I wanted to say. Now, a minute ago on my other channel, I made a video, Nancy at Noon, on my regular YouTube channel, and I eat Danish. I just had Danish for lunch, cherry Danish. So I told them I follow it up with flaxseed and olive oil, but I'm also going to put iodine in it because cancer cells feed on, this is not that channel, but I need to put this in my water. Cancer cells feed on sugar, right? Sugar will bring this iodine to the cancer cells if there are any in my body. So this is good for prevention as well as treatment for me. So it's a little secret from me to you. So having a YouTube channel is not the road most traveled or the easiest road to travel in life. I know that. I've been on the internet since 2010 with a website magazine, and I've been on YouTube since 2013. December of 2013 was when I made my first video, December 16th exactly. And since then, I've got 550, maybe 550 videos. And so I have a little bit of experience, and I want to talk about it on this channel, about some of my experience with my YouTube channel. And one is something that I talked about on my other channel today, which is people will not understand you. I know that working on the internet, I wanted to do this. This is something I think, excuse me, oh my, I'm live. Okay, this is what working on the internet is like to me. Okay, if I knew how to use sound effects. Let me see if I got sound effects on my, I hope I didn't show anything. Is there sound effects? No, I don't want it. Well, maybe. Okay, this is what working on the internet is like, okay? People see this laptop, it's quiet, right? Work on the internet, it's like all kinds of whistles and bells and everything goes off when you're working on the internet. You know, I know people from Australia, people in Canada, people in Africa. I know people in New Zealand, and everybody around me sees this. And then I go to work and it's like, crowds cheering, all kinds of noisemakers flapping, and all kinds of things are going on when I'm in there. I'm in a world of, I'm not here in my chair anymore. If I'm working on my computer or laptop, I'm not sitting in my recliner chair doing nothing, hearing nothing. I have a whole world of people that I'm interacting with when I work on the internet, right? Nobody knows that. All they see is this. You know, they see this. Your little mouse going here, and it's quiet. It's like working in it's like having an alter ego, because I know Darren Rouse in Australia. I know Lisa Irby, who lives in Texas. I know Jason Weiser from Weiser Sites, who is from Indiana. I know, is it Wade Harmon from Virginia? Maybe it is. He was the coal miner turned blogger. I know all kinds of people, and I interact with them. you know, you get intelligent conversations going, or communications. Can't call it a conversation, but a lot of communication goes on when we're working on the internet. But nobody sees it. To them, they see this, you know. And I open it up and it's like, it's not that. It's like the whole world is in there. And then we close it. That's another thing about working on the internet. When you're at work, say you work in a workplace. I used to work at a Home Depot. You're interacting with people. There's noise all over, and and I've had other jobs too. And it's noisy. You have the phone ringing. You have all kinds of people all over. And when you want some privacy, you need to go to the restroom or something in order to get some privacy, in order to get away from people. And on the internet, all I have to do is close the laptop, and I have complete privacy. Or I could just avert my eyes. All you do is look away, and everybody in your workplace is gone. And I really like working on the internet. This is the absolute best job I have ever had in my whole life. And I'm self-employed. You know, that's another video. I'm cold because I'm in my basement where I video, and I have to turn the furnace off so that it doesn't make noise. And so I sit here and I start to get chilly, although I do have a space heater down there that I don't happen to have on right now. But I love working on the internet, and I love working on YouTube, and you're my coworkers. You guys are my coworkers and my friends. And I see the new YouTubers coming up through the YouTube creators thing over with Tim Schmoyer. Tim Schmoyer is a fellow Ohioan. I found out he's down in Cincinnati, and I am up in Cleveland near the lake. He's down near Gethsemane, Kentucky, which is a beautiful place. They have a beautiful lake there, Lake Gethsemane. I'm up near Lake Erie, an Erie Lake. And anyway, I'm watching these budding YouTubers, and I've seen people come into YouTube and leave YouTube, and it's hard. It's a very difficult situation. Working on YouTube is a very difficult situation. It can be, it's a lot of fun, and then it's rewarding when you get that first, say you get 500 subscribers. It's like, wow, look at that, you know. And then I was getting up near 1,000. And it was at 900 something. So I searched YouTube. YouTube is the second largest search engine, by the way. It's a Google product. Google is the first search engine, #1, and YouTube is the second. And so I get up near 1,000, and I Googled on YouTube. I searched and said, what do you do when you get 1,000 subscribers? And so then I saw a bunch of people who made videos when they got at 1,000 subscribers, and they thanked their subscribers for viewing their videos, for watching their videos, and for being at their YouTube channel. And so I made a video thanking my subscribers for being, you know, for watching my YouTube channel. And they're beautiful, the subscribers you have, you know, that we have. Aren't they great? And a lot of them said, no, thank you. You know, they're glad to be at my YouTube channel. And that's the kind of support that I get at my channel the majority of the time. And then you get the nasty commenters and the people that they call trolls, you know, that'll leave comments like you're better off dead, you know, and that happens too. And the first couple of them are like, ouch, ouch. Why would you say that to me? You know, that's not the beautiful people I have in my little internet laptop world, but they're there. And so I Google that, or I search on YouTube, and I find out what other people say about it. And you guys shared what you do about it, you know. I watched was it Lisa Irby or someone else say, many of you said, you know, if you say it doesn't bother you, or it doesn't hurt, you're lying, because it does hurt, you know. Some people get very personal. And more of that is to come for me, I believe. I'm not that big, and I hear when you get even higher up, bigger up in subscribers, you can get more of those. And so I've learned, I save those comments, though. If there's particularly aggravating comments, I have a folder on each laptop for comments to save, and then I have the person's name and the comment that they left and the date. That's what I do, because I just think that's sensible. But I really like working on YouTube, and I love working on my internet magazine. I'm coding in PHP now, And I love PHP. She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie. PHP. If you got a mistake in PHP, if it won't load, you have a mistake and you know it. And all you have to do is find that comma that's not, or that semicolon that's not in there, or the bracket that's not closed. Something is wrong. And I heard someone say that they were reminded of why they hate PHP, because they'd have to go through all the code to find what was wrong in order to, well, unless they saved it every now and then. That's what I try to do. If I alter something, I save it and I check it to see if it loads fine. And then I know that what I just did, but I love PHP. I actually have sections. I've divided my web page up into top sections, footer to footer, of course, but I made a top includes is what I use. And then the articles. I separate the article and I load it onto the page separately so that it has to get loaded, separately. I love that. I just love it. I don't know how great I am at understanding all of the concepts that I can do with it, but I'm getting there. So on this channel, I want to share things about YouTube. I want to share things about website building, the emotional as well as the physical aspects of it. Emotionally, this job working on the internet is, unless you're very successful, if you're very successful, once we start earning money, then I can say I've got a job on the internet that everybody's going to accept and understand. If you start to support yourself or be able to contribute to the light bill or the gas bill, then you can say I have a job. But until you're making the money, you can't even claim a job and have people give you the dignity of it. Like, it was that guy that said, I got no respect. That wasn't Don Rickles. That was some comedian. He says, I get no respect. It's hard. It ain't easy, especially I'm a business. I have an LLC. I've got filed articles of organization. I'm not a corporation, but I'm an LLC, sole proprietor, and I'm filing taxes this year for the second time. I filed them in 2014, but it's not a whole great deal. It's not a whole great deal of income, so it just takes time. But one thing nobody gets about working on the internet or working on YouTube, if I'm making so much dollar amount per video, and I give you that number, that figure, it's not going to, a month from now, it's not going to be that, if I keep working consistently, it's not going to be that much money per video. It's going to be that much money plus more income the next month and the next month and the next month. Plus the new videos come up and the new videos come up, and it rises exponentially. The profits go up exponentially, especially if you keep working at gaining income streams. And that's not easy. That's a place where I'm looking at now. I'm looking at finding more income streams. I found FrameBit through Tim Schmoyer, and that's kind of fun. If you look up FrameBit, I've submitted a couple of images, and I think I'm going to submit some background images. It looks like it would be fun to do. They're little 27 to second video frames, or that you submit to them, and then people buy them. It's flat out cash. No, they don't take any profit. You get from $50 to $199. And my images, I see that you need really crisp images and clean, taken with a good camera. And I have a good camera. So I have some that I can, but my videos, a lot of them, the lighting isn't great. You have to have really good lighting for it, but it's something that I'm going to look at and start working with. And I believe that on that note, I'm going to tell you thank you for coming by this noontime hour with me. And I'll see you again on Monday, right here. Okay, I can't share my Danish with you. I would if I could, but you could have Danish too. And then you have to start putting something like iodine in your water so that you can get rid of use that sugar to do a job for you. That's a tip that I have on my other YouTube channel. I'm going to go now. Peace.